Another music festival, another cultural event, another gathering point for young people looking to enjoy themselves. Turned into a pro-Palestinian and outright anti-Israel rally. During the Danish Roskilde festival, which is attended by about 130,000 people every year, Fontaine's DC invited an activist on stage criticizing Israel and urging the audience there to listen to music, to chant Free Palestine. The move sparked massive debate in Denmark, and the festival issued a statement saying the artists' messages did not cross their boundaries for what is accepted as artistic and political expression. But while some argue that music festivals have always been a place for voicing political messages, the line between activism and harassment is easily crossed.
So I was minding my own business at the festival, having a great time with my friends, and I was on my way to watch a concert. I heard a group of people yell out at me, "Free Palestine." And I turned around and I saw a group of young people laughing at me, just trying to verbally abuse me. The same group of people followed me, and while I was looking away, I was watching the concert, one of them put a poster, or kind of a poster on my back, which said "Free Palestine." And as he was doing it, the same woman who yelled at me was filming the whole thing, flipping me off, and catching it on video for the sole purpose of putting it on social media to humiliate me. And so they did. And obviously I felt humiliated. I felt it was crossing many boundaries. And I felt like I couldn't, I'm used to the level of hatred aimed at me on a daily basis on social media, but when you experience it out in real life, it's a very different kind of feeling. And I felt like it was very, I felt abused really in a way.
Danish-Israeli Jotam Confino lives in Israel, where he works as a Middle East correspondent. He believes he was attacked not only because of his work, but because of his Jewish background.
I would say that I'm the only Danish Middle East correspondent that experiences this level of hatred and harassment and threats on a daily basis. I'm half Israeli and I also have Jewish roots, and also because I'm quite vocal when it comes to the Israeli-Palestinian conflict.
This is by far not the first time that a festival suddenly becomes a platform for anti-Semitic messages and actions. Over the weekend in Croatia, a hugely popular local singer, Perkovic, and hundreds of thousands of his fans performed a pro-Nazi World War II salute at a massive concert in Zagreb. 500,000 people attended. Just over a week ago, at the Glastonbury Music Festival, punk rap duo Bob Vylan used the stage to chant "Death to the IDF" and said sometimes you've got to get your message across with violence. This after the Irish band Kneecap led similar chants. These are just some of the latest examples of musicians, artists, and cultural figures using their voice, in this case literally on the stage, to criticize Israel and the war in Gaza. Throughout history, artists have often used their work to express opinions and advocate for change. But it's a delicate balance that in these and many other cases spill over into calls for violence and anti-Semitic actions.
There's nothing wrong with using your stage or a platform as a music festival for a political purpose. We've seen that since the Woodstock Festival in the 60s. The difference is that when you advocate for the annihilation of a sovereign state, that is no longer a legitimate political message that you're sending out. And that is de facto what you're doing if you're calling for from the river to the sea, Palestine will be free.
Similar situations have been reported in universities and at pro-Palestinian protests all over the world, and Western countries reporting a rise in anti-Semitic vandalism and harassment. The continuing war in Gaza giving even more breeding ground for hatred against Israelis and Jews in general.